Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the second module. I have put an ungodly amount of work into organizing this and perfecting. All right, welcome in, boys. Today we're going to be going over my store that I did 2 million in sales with, and this one was only through Facebook. So kind of an interesting contrast having a store that was solely TikTok and a store that's solely Facebook. So I think these are beautiful examples of showing you guys different strategies, different potentials, and the different approaches that really work well based on the different media platforms. This breakdown is going to be extremely similar to the last one, talking about my strategy, what products I did, why I did it, giving the full storylines, and giving you guys basically anything that you want to know or anything you might need to know to see success in the store that you make. This store is interesting because Facebook is coming back now. Facebook has had a ton of issues, and overall, I think it is a burning bridge. I think it's a ship that has set sail and is not going to be coming back anytime soon. But for the time being, Facebook is less strict. It is possible to get on there. It is possible to run some ads. So before Facebook really kind of dies out, which I think is its imminent future, this old strategy that I used to do is still working. I'm finding people doing it now, and I've met with some very high up people that have notified me that they're still doing the same strategy that I did back in 2019 and some of 2020 with this store that did 2 million. So interesting stuff. We'll jump into all the strategies, give you guys everything you need to know, and I will see you in there. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the big store. This is one of my top stores. This is Street Style Men. So this is the store I did 2 million in sales on Facebook ads. Thankfully crossed the milestone, almost didn't, almost got stopped at 1.9. We have a ton of sessions, right? So our number isn't too close. We usually want those to be even or the sales higher. But yeah, this was my store from like 2020 to 2021, December 30th. So this store like fully died. And then I started the TikTok store right after. So little timeline stuff for you there. We had a high average order value, pretty extremely low conversion rate. It seems like a ton of add to carts, but almost no one reached checkout. And this was kind of due to we were doing worldwide marketing. So some people would add to cart and they would have some issues, right? Like their currency, their location, their country, something along those lines would prohibit them purchasing or their checkout process. We had a really high customer return rate, and I'll be real with you, don't really know why. That one just might have to remain a slight mystery. I did do a ton of email marketing. I paid someone to really dive in on this store and crush emails. So I'm assuming it was from them. I had a retainer of around, I'm gonna say 3,000 a month, something along those lines. And they honestly crushed emails. The Klaviyo account did really good on emails. You can see the top products here: Space, mesh sneaker, durable leather sandal, sneaker, turtleneck sweater, and another sweater. So this store was kind of around men's fashion. Well, it was around men's fashion, but kind of more of like 150,000 just from marketing. So this is just from Klaviyo, I believe. So pretty decent there because we only started, or actually, I think this was me around here. Then they came in and kind of blew it up. So, but yeah, they were working on it around the whole time frame. So Klaviyo sales, pretty decent. We had a ton of people from India and Pakistan that would view the store. I think there was checkout issues for them though, so I think that's kind of why the conversions were a little bit low there. But yeah, shoes seem to do really well in this store. And what's interesting is a lot of the people that I'm finding still using this old strategy are selling shoes. So big value bomb there. Shoes on Facebook do really good, and they have a high perceived value and really good margins. So super interesting, but we will be diving into that in one of the later videos. So we have 30,000 orders here and a pretty high AOV. So that's really why this store did so good, is that average order value, man. Having $62 as an average customer spending helps you spend a lot more on ads. It helps you do a lot. So let's jump into this store. And again, pretty underwhelming. We have, this one was a little bit better on desktop, but it's on the same theme as the Loving Surprise one. It's called the Turbo Portland theme, and I can give you guys a free download on it. Or I believe you can literally just Google free Turbo Portland theme and grab that. But here it is. We had some premium men's fashion, and I did some decent quality testing to ensure that these products were actually high quality. And we really kind of went around that. This is like a high quality Dapper's menswear fashion type of brand. And honestly, like I guarantee this was just a bunch of dads. Honestly, like we probably had the average customer was probably around 40 years old, but outerwear, you can see instantly that we had a ton of products, an absolute ton of them. You can kind of see where the different strategies started to develop. But yeah, with this store did really good, man. 2 million in sales in like a year. It was like 1 year, I think it was slightly over. Look at some of these things. Sadly enough, boys, these actually sold a lot. Crazy. Like some things that you would just never, and this sold too. It's just like, oh my God, like who's buying this, man? Some stuff would just pop. Like I think that is god awful hideous. Same with that, but they would just sell, man. It was super weird. So to go over the strategy with this store, it was basically just bulk test products. It's quite literally it. Like I thought this would pop. This did horrible. Dude, this got like no sales. Like so weird. Like Facebook is bizarre. Stupidest shirt ever. Literally got sales. So weird, man. But yeah, this store, the strategy was literally just test like 10 products a day. Import these products really quick. Like look at this description, man. Ooh, little colors. Look like blue and then navy, literally same color, like just kind of ghetto, but simple, right? Easy. You know what you're getting with the quick little description. You'd put like a little 2 sentences together, and then you'd have a little based on 5 reviews, and there's some reviews in there. I think they don't show up anymore though, because this store, it's not in commission. Like this is old, man. So I'd have a VA that I would pick all the products. I'd bring them into Oberlo. We don't use Oberlo anymore, so this is back in the day. But I'd put them into Oberlo, and then he would come in and put the descriptions in. I'd pick out the photos, and we would import like 10 products a day and just test them on Facebook ads. It was crazy. But shoes did really good. Here's a little. I saw someone advertising this today on Facebook ads, ton of likes. So literally, I might have to start another fashion store like this again and give it another shot. These did really good. Where's our space mesh? This was the top, and I custom made that photo on Canva, and that's why it popped. So the big secret in this one, this was the second bestseller. It was these little images that I would make, and it was super easy, right? You just put it on Canva, take the background out. I just looked up like space picture and literally just put it on and add a little shadow. Like so easy. Same with this, like literally just put a city in the back. So dumb. This one, it already came like that. But I would make like, because a lot of people, there was decent competition of people doing this as well, like bulk testing products. This one did pretty good too. So I just put these little backgrounds in them and stuff, but there's a decent amount of competition. And so me having a different creative, it didn't look the exact same as everyone else, because usually everyone's doing this, like the stock AliExpress image. So I try to customize them up a little bit, or add like a carousel of all the images, or do these little tweaks to help it do a little bit better. We did a notable amount of sales in accessories, but I think the real stuff was like shoes and outerwear. Like these did pretty decent. Man, this is such a throwback scene. Some of these haven't been in here in so long. But yeah, this store did really good. Some pants did great. These ones did really good. These ones did good. Yeah, so the main strategy to break it down is basically just that. Like so simple, like run picture ads on Facebook, do some basic targeting, throw 10 products into Facebook ads a day, $200 budget on each product. And if it made money, great. If it didn't, who cares? Because if you do 10 in a day, usually like 2 of them would be decent. So those ones would cover your cost. And then sometimes like 1 of them would be a huge winner, like this one, like huge sales, like easy 6 figures, just this product. So when you're bulk testing, it would just make up for itself, right? So you would just keep throwing spaghetti at the wall and wait for something to stick. And that was basically it. Super simple, super easy. Just throw money in ads. You have a product that's doing good, just throw money in ads. Oh, your product burnt out, fizzled out. You wouldn't focus on, oh, I'm gonna make a new ad of it, or oh, I'm gonna order it to my house and make a video ad. Nope. Get rid of the product, get a next one in, and just go fast. And there are a ton of people still doing this strategy. I was kind of mind blown. Some of the people that I've met mentioned that they still do this strategy, this exact thing on Facebook. So the thing with Facebook, and we'll get into all this stuff again, jumping ahead of myself, just like the last video, that's probably something I'm gonna do a lot in this course, but Facebook has waves of strictness and waves of leniency. So when Facebook's doing good, when their earnings are good, they're on track, they get very strict with the people who can advertise. But when they're struggling, like they have been, their earnings reports are down, they're losing a ton of money, stocks are down, they let almost anyone advertise. So it gets a lot easier. And if you're not breaking any rules, it's kind of easy to get back on Facebook, so I'm told. So I'm going to be attempting to get on Facebook through this course. I'm going to be making a store with you guys and just kind of having fun. I'm not going to try to like take the store to 6 figures or 7 figures or something. Potentially I could, who knows, but it's really hard to do that, because if I release the store, like, hey, this is my product, here's the store, it's in the course, then everyone else does it, and it's too hard to scale up. So yeah, I'm gonna make a store and run some ads on it and kind of goof around and show you guys the exact strategies and frameworks, but I'm not gonna try to really scale it. But honestly, if you guys started a store like this, I really think you could have some big success. Just focus on a certain niche. Focus on, like, this was like street style, like menswear. Focus on something specific, and I'll really get into it in the other videos when I show other stores, other case studies. When I'm looking for products, I'm gonna be doing live product research with you guys and really diving into everything at a very intense but understandable level. So yeah, you'll see that this strategy is something a lot of people are still doing to this day. Just simple picture ads, test 1,000,000 products a day, and just when something sticks, hope it can get you to that 6-7 figure range just from one product, and just keep going. When it comes to like the advertising method itself of like the strategy that I did, I'll go over that in the Facebook ad stuff, but it was basically is super simple. Just a Facebook ad image that is this exact image, like your front image of the product, basic, like 2 sentences, get them to click in. Super basic, easy website to check out. And usually my assumption is like some dude's on his phone at 4 a.m. It's like, oh, I might need to get this. Oh, what is it? Simple. All right. You're selling to dudes, right? Like they don't want to go, oh, is it my size? Oh, is it going to shrink? They don't really care, right? So men are like easier to sell to. So I think it was easy to get sales through this simple thing. But on the flip side, women are easier to sell to. Like they'll buy things more, but you have to kind of appeal to them more, right? Like if you're selling women's clothes, you have to have all the information, all that stuff. So I think that's why this like bare bones strategy really worked good, is because we were targeting dudes. They're like, I don't care. That looks nice. Fitted turtleneck sweater, whatever. Add to cart, easy. All right, I'll go to checkout. And honestly, like we were just printing sales with products, man. Like this strategy was working really good. Okay, so to give you a quick run through, we had like 20,000 page likes, which is kind of crazy just from running ads. Here's kind of a look at some of our ads. So this was literally it. 2020 fractal design shirt, or fractal dress shirt. Hurry up, our 50% off sale ends soon, and just a link in there. And then they also have the button link, right here when it's like a running ad. And that was it, man. Like so stupid, so easy. You would just throw 1,000 of these up every single day and try to get people to purchase. It was like kind of like a lottery. It was kind of like a gamble of like, oh, is this product going to work? Oh, I think this one's good. Oh, is this one good? No, this one's going to suck. And then, oh, this one worked, this one didn't. And it was pretty fun just throwing these products up and kind of seeing what happens. Shoes were really good, but yeah, everything was like down to a science. Like we had the exact ad copy. We'd copy and paste, change the product name, put in the link, boom, done. And we would just bulk do them. It was pretty fun, but tedious process. And these were some of the ads that were posted. So this ad, these are not all of our ads. These are just some of them. There's things called ghost ads. Like when you make an ad inside of the ads manager, it's just kind of like its own post that's floating around in Facebook. But these were kind of like Spark ads where you make the ad using the Facebook post itself. So all the likes and all of the comments go onto your page, if that makes sense. So these were like our page post ads. We had a ton of ads that would just float around and those would get a ton of sales. But yeah, that was basically our framework. It was super easy. Just copy and paste, throw up a product, and it was really fun. And we did a ton in sales. When it comes to like things that I could have done better, I think I could have upgraded the store a bit, the design, right? Have more reviews, have a little more social proof, have some better images. But I think the thing that truly would have been the best that I could have done is just test more products. I should have tested 20 a day. I should have hired people and tested 100 products a day because it worked. We were making money. The methodology behind it, the math behind it made sense. The risk to reward ratio made sense. So I should have just scaled harder. But this was my first like really, really big successful store. I had other stores that hit 1 million in sales and stuff, but this one just took off to a different level. Very fast, very quick, 2 million in a year. This was the space mesh sneaker. This was just one of the creatives. We had a bunch of different creatives for that one, selling socks and a bunch of stuff like that. Even tried some underwear. This one did not do too good. Yeah, this is another creative. We had a bit of creatives for that sneaker. So if I had to give kind of like a lesson that I learned from this store, the biggest thing was just think big and act big, right? Because the biggest thing that I could have done is just scaled this up more. I should have invested more. I should have had 5-10 employees that are scraping products, finding them based on my product research criteria. They send them to the virtual assistant that puts them into the page. And then I could have even hired a media buyer to run the ads. I just show them the framework and I could have scaled this up to millions a month in sales, right? The framework worked. I just needed to scale it. So I think the biggest thing that this store taught me is it's possible. Think bigger. You can execute bigger. And this was a big learning lesson on Facebook ads. I had some other like fashion pages in the past. If you've seen my YouTube videos, I kind of talk about those. They're not up anymore, or else I'd do a case study on them. Like the Shopify isn't set up. Like for me to be in here showing you guys the analytics, I still have to pay $30 a month. So I've been paying $30 a month forever on this store, just so I can use it as a case study just for you guys, just to kind of show what's up, right? Just to use it as a teaching opportunity. But yeah, the biggest thing I can say is this strategy still works. People are still doing it. And I will show you guys in depth how to do it when we get to the Facebook ads strategy. But I wanted to teach you guys kind of like what the TikTok method looks like in a rough sense and what the Facebook method looks like in a rough sense. Obviously, you can do any product on TikTok, any style store on TikTok, any style store on Facebook. But these kind of seem to be a good example of what I've come to find a lot of other big e-com dudes are doing, is kind of some things along these lines. And in my next video, I'm going to break down tons of different brands, different stores, why they're good, why they're bad. It's going to be a very, very fun, in-depth video where I just come in, break down all these stores, show you guys some product research, show you guys some things that are good, some things that are bad. And that's going to give you guys a full-blown understanding of what kind of things you might want to pursue on your store, right? Do you want to focus more on Facebook? Do you want to focus more on TikTok? And ultimately, there's a lot of strategies, right? There's a million ways to make $1 million. But the objective of this course is to teach you the paths that I've seen work and to teach you the paths that I've seen work for other people, to show you guys what the big players are doing. So as much as I would love to just say, hey, this is the one strategy, this is what works, only do this, it's just not the case, right? It's just not realistic. So I want to show you guys absolutely everything. If you have any questions, make sure about this store, my past store, make sure you throw those in the community group. Make sure you guys are reaching out to all the people in your community, welcoming anyone who comes in and just being super responsive there. That stuff means the world to me. And I will try to be doing the exact same with you guys, making posts in there and just having fun with you guys. So let me know if there's any questions with this store. I'm happy to revisit and make another video, a new video going over any topics you guys want. So this course will obviously be growing. I'll be adding in videos. I'll be taking away some videos if a certain strategy doesn't work. Your guys' success is my biggest focus. So anything I can do to make this course better for you guys, please let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video where we're going to be going over top niches, top stores, giving you different examples of good stores, bad stores, and all that fun stuff. So I will see you in there.